Hello, children. Welcome to your English class. This is your English teacher, Miss Balvinder Singla. I hope you all are very well. In today's class, I am going to explain you a poem, Teacher's Pest. Pest means any destructive insect. So before starting today's class, let me ask you a few questions. Children, are you afraid of any insects? Or have you ever wondered what teachers could be afraid of? Yes, the poem Teacher's Pest is all about a humorous and realistic depiction of the thoughts that go inside the mind of a child. Teacher's Pest is a wonderful composition by Rowan Medrick. Through this poem, he has conveyed the message that the teachers too have emotions. So now, let's get started. It was another day at school, and teacher smiled with sweet concern. She turned to mathematics and encouraged us to learn. So in first stanza, the poet recalls a typical day in school. The teacher entered the classroom and smiled at the students. She was trying to get her students interested in mathematics, and she motivated the children to learn it. I sat in silence gloomily, twiddling both my thumbs. I tried my best to concentrate on multiplication sums. Here, I stands for the poet. In this second stanza, the poet speaks about himself. He tells us that he was sitting in the class silently and gloomily. It means he was under some depression. He was not doing anything. He was just twiddling his thumbs. Means he was just playing with his thumbs by moving them around each other out of fear. Though he couldn't understand the sums, yet he tried to concentrate on solving multiplication sums. Teacher sat down in her chair, spectacles balanced on her nose, when suddenly she gasped aloud and like a statue froze. In the third stanza, the poet says that when all the children of the class were busy doing the sums, the teacher sat in her chair and she had put on her spectacles. Spectacles means eyeglasses or specs. When suddenly she gasped aloud, it means she drew in the breath suddenly as if from a shock. She was so shocked that she froze like a statue. A spider had descended from its home up on the ceiling. Teacher sat there transfixed, quite affrighted with feeling. In the fourth stanza, the poet conveys the reason behind the teacher's fear. He says that a spider had descended means it had come down from the ceiling. Teacher sat there transfixed. It means she was shocked, and quite affrighted means she got too frightened to move on seeing a spider coming down. Her face turned into a pure white mask. Her eyes were glazed with fear. And as the spider peered at her, one thing was very clear. In fifth stanza, the poet describes the teacher's reaction. Her face turned white and her eyes were glazed, means her eyes became dull and lifeless with fear. The poet remarks that when the spider peered at the teacher, means came in sight, it became very clear to the poet that teachers too have fears just like everyone else. Teachers are also human. They have fears like you and me. That's what I learnt in school today, and my heart is filled with glee. In the last stanza, the poet expresses his opinion that the teachers are also normal humans like you and me. That was what he learned in school that day. That just like he feared multiplication sums, similarly, his teacher was afraid of a spider. And it made his heart filled with glee, means happiness. So the poet was very happy. So, children, have you observed some pairs of words having same sound in this poem? Yes, these words with same sound are called rhyming words. So, let's recall them. They are concern and learn, thumbs and sums, nose and froze, ceiling and feeling, fear and clear, and me and glee. So, children, I hope you all have understood these rhyming words and you all have enjoyed the poem also. Now, you have to recite this poem and note it down in your literature notebooks very neatly. We will meet in our next class. Till then, bye bye.